Hey guys, so we have this question. What we want to do is to calculate which cutoff point will get us the minimum cost. Okay, so just a reminder, the question we had were follow. We had this data and we have this function. When we want to change this cutoff point for the sine function in order to classify either as 1 or -1. So we want to change the cutoff point. Currently the cutoff point is at 0 and we will change it. So we'll see how it affects us. So this is what we are gonna do. By the way, if you didn't see the other videos where we calculate the information gain ratio, we calculated many stuff, for example, the TPR, the FPR, the accuracy, please check out the comments below. I will add links. Anyway, so the cost sensitive threshold where we change the value v in the sine function to classify as plus or minus. Just a reminder, this is all the values we had, okay? And this is how we calculate the cost. So for each false positive, we pay 10, and for each false negative, we pay 5. So first we sort the values, and then let the classifier from plus if the value is bigger than 7 divided by 2. Okay, because this is the bigger value. We're gonna start here, meaning we're gonna add a cutoff here before 7.2, and everything that is bigger than 7.2 we classify as plus. Okay, and then we try to move this cutoff point until we find the optimal. So set the v min to be 7 divided by 12, and we classify each item if it's bigger than the v min. Okay, so the v min is 7 divided by 12. Therefore, we have no items that is bigger than 7 divided by 12. Therefore, all are classified as minus. Then we can see that eventually what we have is we have 3 false negative, meaning we said it's gonna be negative. Oops, just a little. We said it's gonna be negative, so it's here. We predicted negative, but we were wrong. So we have 3 false negative and 3 true negative. So the cost for us will be 15. Why 15? It's 10 times 0 because this is the false positive. We said it's gonna be positive, but it is actually negative. So we have 0 like this and 5 times 3. Now we're gonna change the cutoff again to half. So if we change the cutoff to half, then what we have, we have only 7 divided by 12 as actual positive. So we have this value which is positive, and we can mark it. So here we have 1 positive which is actually positive. Okay, we can check this really easily. 7 divided by 12, it's positive. So we have 7 divided by 12 is positive, and we have 2 that we were wrong about, which is false negative, and 3 that is true negative. Now we calculate the cost, which will be 10. Okay, again, we don't have any value here, so this is why it's 0 here. And by the way, guys, I already saw that this is the mean cost. We'll go over and see that the rest of them are the same or bigger than 10. So v min now with third, because this is the third largest value. And then we have one value here which we classify as plus, which is the 111, and we have this value. We also classified it as plus, but it's actually minus. So this is a false positive. We said it's gonna be positive, but it is a false. We can look for this row here, 0, 0, 1. You see? Okay. So this is 1 divided by 3, and this is the cost. Now we do the same thing here for 1 divided by 4. So we have this plus, this minus, and this plus. So we have 2 right, 1 wrong, and here we have the rest of them, which is 1 here we were wrong about, and 2 here we were right about. Okay? So we can also see it here. This is this row, and this row. So we were wrong about this one and right about this one and this one. Okay, so just to be clear, and everything is nice and neaty. Anyway, so now we do the same for 1 divided by 12. Okay, and for each one we calculate the cost. Okay, and when we finish, we set the minimum to be 1 divided by minus 6, but we finish when we said to be something that is a little bit lower than 1 divided by minus 6, because we also want to see what happened when we just said for everyone you are classified as plus. Okay, so we see that the cost is 30, which makes sense, by the way. And sorry, here it was 20. We'll write it. Anyway, so this is the cost, and we can see that the actual minimum is what we saw here. Okay, so this is the best cutoff point. But just to know, the cutoff point can be any number, which is the V-min could be any number which is bigger than half, but is less than 7.12. So if V-min is less than 7 divided by 12 and bigger or bigger than 1 divided by half, it's okay, because it gets us the minimum. Anyway, so here I just wrote it. So when we activate if CI, the minimum cost when we pay for the false positive and false negative will be 10. So this is the minimum cost. Okay, now I'm gonna keep with this idea, and for the next video we will calculate the ROC curve and the AOC. Okay, so please stay tuned. Until next time, I'm out.